If you're a woman over 50 and you've been waking up to a face that looks more tired than the night before, deeper lines around your eyes, duller skin, and a glow that seems to fade no matter how hard you try, I need you to hear this. What's happening to your skin at night is not normal aging, and the real reason almost no one talks about might be the key to reversing it. As women enter life after 50, the nighttime hours begin to shape the skin more than any cream or routine ever could. While you sleep, collagen is supposed to rebuild fine lines, should soften, and the face should wake restored, yet for millions of women, the opposite happens. The repair cycle slows down, sleep becomes lighter, and wrinkles appear faster, all because the skin is quietly missing one essential mineral it needs every single night to renew itself. Without this mineral, collagen production drops, inflammation rises, and the skin shows the loss the very next morning. I'm Dr. Eliza Hart, a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist with over 15 years of experience in women's hormonal wellness. And today I want to show you why this single mineral plays such a powerful role in wrinkle reduction, collagen repair, and deeper, more restorative sleep. Before we continue, please subscribe, comment the country you're watching from so I know this message is reaching women around the world, and help me reach 50,000 subscribers so I can keep creating content for you. Stay until the end. There's a small surprise that will change how you approach your nighttime routine. Now let's begin. 1. The silent skin decline after 50. As we step into this first section, I want you to sense something essential. The changes you notice in the mirror each morning did not arrive suddenly, nor did they begin at the surface of your skin. They started quietly deep within the nighttime biology that once worked effortlessly to restore your face while you slept. For many women over 50, this shift happens so gradually that it is easy to overlook until one morning the reflection feels just a little older than the woman you still feel yourself to be. Many of my patients describe a similar moment. They tell me they still recognize their features, yet something about their expression appears more fatigued, more delicate, as if the skin has lost a hidden strength they never thought about before. The glow that once came naturally seems dimmer. The firmness softens faster than it should, and no matter how carefully they apply creams or follow routines, the next morning brings the same tired look. This is not a failure of discipline. It is the consequence of a deeper imbalance forming during the hours your skin relies on most. As estrogen begins to decline, the skin's internal architecture changes. Collagen production slows the barrier, becomes more vulnerable, and microcirculation fades. Yet what surprises many women is that the most significant part of this decline happens at night. That is the window when the skin should rebuild, repair, and strengthen. But for countless women, the repair cycle never fully activates, leaving the skin unable to recover from daily stress. When nighttime restoration weakens, even the most expensive skincare cannot compensate because the deeper foundation is no longer being renewed. This gradual loss of resilience often carries an emotional weight. Some women tell me they feel as though time has begun moving faster than they can keep up. Others describe waking with a sense of discouragement, wondering why their skin no longer responds the way it once did despite their best efforts. What they rarely realize is that the skin is not failing. It is signaling that something essential is missing each night. And once that missing element becomes clear, the path to restoring your skin's strength and radiance becomes far more hopeful than you might expect. Let's continue. 2. The hidden cause: your skin is starving at night. Before we talk about solutions, we need to uncover a truth most women never hear. The changes you notice in the mirror are not simply the result of age. They come from a nightly repair cycle that has been slowly losing its strength. And if your skin feels harder to maintain than it once did, there is a deeper reason than any surface routine can explain. Many women share a similar experience with me. They follow their nighttime routine, carefully apply moisturizers, serums, or oils, and go to bed hopeful. Yet when they wake, the reflection waiting for them seems slightly older, slightly duller, and somehow more tired than the night before. The dryness looks sharper, the fine lines appear more settled, and the glow they once had feels harder to recover. This pattern is not a sign of neglect. It is the skin quietly signaling that something essential is missing during the hours when renewal should be happening most. After 50, the body begins losing key minerals at a faster pace, and one in particular plays a far more powerful role in nighttime skin repair than most women realize. When this mineral becomes too low, the skin struggles to rebuild, collagen inflammation remains high, and the microcirculation responsible for delivering nutrients and oxygen to the face slows down significantly. Instead of waking restored, you wake depleted because your skin spent the night trying to repair itself without the tools it needed. This deficiency does more than weaken collagen. It disrupts the internal signals that guide the skin into its deeper phases of repair. Without those signals, the restoration cycle remains shallow, leaving the skin vulnerable to fine lines, uneven texture, and a sense of fatigue that becomes visible before you even begin your day. What is most discouraging is that many women blame their products, their routines, or their genetics, when in truth, the skin is responding to a simple biological lack. It is not resisting improvement, it is working without support. And once you understand this hidden breakdown happening beneath the surface, you can finally see why one nightly mineral has the power to shift your skin's entire trajectory. So let's move forward into the next section where the turning point truly begins. 3. Magnesium, the master mineral for collagen repair. There comes a point in every woman's life when she realizes that her skin is no longer repairing itself the way it once did. The routines stay the same, the products stay the same, yet the results begin to fade. And the question that rises quietly in the mind is simple. Why does my skin feel different now, even when I'm doing everything right? The answer often lies in a mineral that worked silently for decades, but is now slipping away faster than the body can replace it. Magnesium is not just a sleep mineral, and not simply a relaxation aid. For women over 50, it becomes the master switch that determines whether collagen is rebuilt at night or whether it slowly thins, leaving the skin more fragile each morning. This single mineral is involved in more than 300 cellular functions, but its impact on collagen repair may be the most overlooked aspect of mature skin health. When magnesium levels fall, the enzymes responsible for collagen synthesis cannot perform their work efficiently. Fibroblasts, the cells that produce collagen, lose their rhythm. Inflammation rises, increasing the breakdown of existing collagen, and microcirculation slows, meaning your serums and creams may reach the surface. But the deeper layers where renewal happens receive far less oxygen and nourishment. This is why so many women describe waking with dullness, puffiness, or more pronounced fine lines even after a full night of sleep. The skin is not tired, it is under-supported. It is working through the night with fewer resources than it once had. And here is the part most women never hear from their doctors. Magnesium is required for the activation of ATP, the energy molecule that powers every repair process. Without enough magnesium, the nighttime renewal cycle never reaches its deeper phases. The skin tries, but it cannot complete the work. Restoring magnesium is not about forcing the skin to behave younger, it is about returning the biological conditions that once made youthful repair possible. And when those conditions return, the skin often responds more quickly than women expect. Understanding magnesium's central role in collagen repair prepares you for what comes next, the unmistakable signs your body has been giving you, and why recognizing them early can change the entire path of your skin's future. 4. Clear signs of magnesium deficiency in women over 50. Many women begin noticing changes in their skin long before deep aging becomes visible, yet they often brush these signals aside as nothing more than getting older. In reality, these early shifts are your body's way of communicating that something in the nightly repair cycle is no longer functioning the way it should. And once these signs are viewed with the right understanding, an unmistakable pattern emerges. One of the earliest clues appears the moment you look in the mirror after waking. Instead of a rested, renewed face, the skin looks slightly dull, a bit dehydrated, and the fine lines you hoped would soften overnight seem more settled. This happens because magnesium helps regulate nighttime hydration and collagen rebuilding. When levels drop, repair remains superficial, leaving the deeper layers unsupported. Another common signal is unexpected sensitivity. Products you once tolerated easily now create redness, warmth, or irritation. This often reflects an overstimulated nervous system linked to low magnesium, preventing the skin from entering the calm, restorative state it needs during sleep. Sleep itself also begins to shift. You may fall asleep easily, but wake around 2 to 4 a.m., unable to return to rest. These interruptions rob the skin of its most important collagen repair window, leaving the face looking older, not because you slept too little, but because your body couldn't stay in repair mode long enough. Morning puffiness is another sign many women overlook. Swelling around the eyes, jawline, or cheeks develops when low magnesium slows microcirculation and lymphatic flow, allowing fluid to accumulate overnight. And beneath all of this lies a quieter experience doing everything right, yet watching firmness, radiance, or smoothness gradually slip away. That frustration is not vanity. It is your skin signaling that it's working without the support it once had. If any of these signs feel familiar to you, let me know with a simple 1, and if you're unsure, type 0. Your responses help me understand what women around the world are truly experiencing. Once these clues are recognized as biological messages rather than random changes, the path forward becomes clear. And the next step begins with the form of magnesium specifically designed to restore deep sleep, calm the nervous system, and reactivate collagen repair from within. 5. Magnesium glycinate, the skin and sleep restorer. For many women, the most meaningful shift in their skin begins when they learn that magnesium comes in different forms and that only one of them is truly designed to support mature skin at night. Countless women try generic magnesium and see no improvement, not because the mineral is ineffective, but because the form they used couldn't be absorbed well enough to reach the systems that control collagen repair. Magnesium glycinate changes that completely. This form is bound to glycine, an amino acid naturally present in collagen. That pairing makes glycinate deeply calming, non-irritating, and highly absorbable qualities that matter greatly for women over 50, especially when digestion slows and inflammation becomes easier to trigger. Once absorbed, magnesium glycinate travels to the nervous system, helping shift the body into the parasympathetic state, the phase where true nighttime repair finally begins. As cortisol gently drops, the skin moves out of stress mode. Facial muscles release tension, breathing becomes steadier, and the heart rate naturally slows. In this calmer internal environment, collagen-building enzymes work more efficiently. Hydration is better regulated, and the microcirculation that feeds your fibroblasts becomes more active through the night. Many women describe waking with significantly less puffiness around the eyes or jawline after a week of consistent use. This is not coincidence. Glycine supports smoother fluid movement and helps reduce low-grade inflammation that often intensifies morning swelling. Others notice their skin feels calmer overall, less reactive to products, and able to hold moisture more effectively. The improvements extend beyond the face. Women often report deeper, more continuous sleep, the kind that leaves the body genuinely restored by morning. And when sleep deepens, the collagen repair window becomes longer and more productive, allowing the skin to rebuild rather than merely maintain. With steady nightly use, many women see the dullness that once greeted them in the mirror begin to fade. Tone improves texture, feels softer, and the skin responds more quickly to their usual routine. Magnesium glycinate doesn't override the skin, it gives the body the conditions it needs to repair itself properly. And once you understand how glycinate restores the foundation of nighttime renewal, the next step becomes even more powerful. The form of magnesium capable of reaching the brain directly and deepening the kind of sleep your skin depends on. 6. Magnesium threonate, the mineral that reaches your brain. For many women over 50, the most frustrating part of aging skin isn't just the visible changes, it's the restless mind that keeps them awake long after their body wants to rest. You may lie down exhausted only to feel your thoughts racing, or you may fall asleep easily but wake at 2 or 3 a.m. with a mind that refuses to settle. These disrupted nights quietly steal the deep sleep your skin depends on to rebuild collagen, and this is where magnesium threonate becomes essential. Unlike other forms, magnesium threonate is uniquely designed to cross the blood-brain barrier. That means it reaches the very center of the nervous system, the place where stress responses, emotional regulation, and sleep architecture are controlled. For women navigating hormonal shifts and increased sensitivity to stress, this deeper access can make all the difference. When magnesium threonate enters the brain, it supports neurotransmitters responsible for calm and mental clarity. The sense of tired but wired begins to soften. The mind no longer feels stuck in alert mode. Instead, thought patterns, slow breathing deepens, and the brain becomes more willing to transition into uninterrupted rest. And when the mind quiets, the body follows. This deeper sleep is not just comforting, it is biologically important for collagen repair. During uninterrupted sleep cycles, fibroblasts become more active, inflammation decreases, and microcirculation improves, allowing nutrients to reach the skin more efficiently. Women who take magnesium threonate often describe waking with a clearer mind and a face that looks noticeably less stressed. Another benefit is how it affects emotional fatigue. Many women over 50 live with invisible pressure caring for family, managing responsibilities, carrying years of accumulated stress. Magnesium threonate supports the brain's ability to recover from daily strain, helping reduce nighttime overthinking that disrupts sleep and accelerates signs of aging. Over time, this mineral can help restore the consistency of your sleep rhythm. Nights become smoother, wake-ups become less frequent, and mornings feel steadier, allowing the skin to complete the full renewal cycle it has been missing. And once the mind is finally supported, the next step is understanding how to use both forms of magnesium correctly, because dosage and timing determine whether your skin truly receives the full repair it's been waiting for. 7. Dosage and timing. The night ritual for collagen repair. Once you understand how magnesium influences deep repair, the next step is learning how to use it correctly, because timing and dosage are the factors that determine whether your skin experiences subtle change or truly visible renewal. Magnesium is not something the body uses the same way at every hour of the day. For women over 50, the moment it enters your system matters almost as much as the mineral itself. The body follows a predictable rhythm each night. About an hour before sleep, the nervous system begins shifting out of alert mode and into the state where collagen rebuilding, microcirculation, and cellular repair become most active. When magnesium arrives during this transition window, it amplifies these natural processes. But when it's taken too early or too late, the body cannot use it as efficiently, and much of its repairing potential is lost. For magnesium glycinate, most women benefit from 200 to 350 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This range allows the mineral to calm the nervous system gently while helping the skin enter its optimal renewal phase. Beginning with the lower dose is ideal, especially for women who tend to respond strongly to supplements, and then increasing gradually once sleep feels smoother and morning puffiness begins to lessen. Magnesium threonate works differently. Because it targets the brain more directly, the effective amount is typically 1 to 2 grams of powder, providing about 100–150 milligrams of elemental magnesium. This form is especially helpful for women who experience early morning awakenings, nighttime overthinking, or difficulty maintaining deep sleep issues that directly reduce the collagen repair window. But the most important rule is consistency. Magnesium works cumulatively. Each night builds upon the previous one, strengthening the repair cycle layer by layer. When nights are skipped, the body loses momentum. When the ritual is maintained, improvements appear gradually but steadily. Smoother texture, less fluid, retention, better tone, and a clearer, more rested look. When dosage aligns with timing, magnesium stops feeling like a supplement and becomes part of a nightly ritual that supports not only the skin, but also sleep mood and overall calm. And to protect these results, the next section reveals the common mistakes that quietly undo progress and how avoiding them keeps every improvement intact. 8. The mistakes that destroy skin results. Even when women finally discover the right minerals, the right timing, and the right intentions, their progress can still stall for one simple reason: small mistakes that seem harmless but quietly interrupt the repair cycle the skin depends on. These mistakes are common, easy to overlook, and yet powerful enough to erase weeks of consistency. Recognizing them is essential for maintaining visible results. One of the most damaging mistakes is choosing the wrong form of magnesium. Many women purchase whatever bottle is cheapest or most accessible, assuming all forms behave similarly. But forms like magnesium oxide are poorly absorbed and often cause digestive discomfort without offering any benefit to the skin or nervous system. When this happens, women understandably believe magnesium does nothing, when the truth is that the wrong forms simply never reach the pathways responsible for repair. Another frequent mistake is taking magnesium at inconsistent times or at the wrong hour. The body moves through a specific transition window as it prepares for deep sleep, and if magnesium is taken too early in the evening or right as you lie down, it may not reach peak effectiveness. The result is shallow, rest, incomplete collagen rebuilding and a morning appearance that feels unchanged despite good intentions. Skipping nights is another hidden problem. Magnesium replenishes the body slowly and cumulatively. Each night of consistency strengthens the repair cycle. But when nights are skipped, especially consecutively, the momentum collapses. Many women tell me they felt a difference, and then it faded, not realizing that the inconsistency prevented the body from sustaining its renewal rhythm. Some women also combine magnesium with stimulating habits close to bedtime: bright screens, heavy meals, or emotional conversations, which elevate cortisol. Elevated cortisol directly interferes with magnesium's calming effect and restricts the skin's ability to enter deep repair. Even the perfect dose cannot compensate for an overstimulated system. And finally, many women stop too early. Magnesium works gently and biologically, not forcefully. It is a restoration process and not a quick fix. Most visible improvements emerge between 2 and 3 weeks, not after a night or two. By understanding these mistakes and removing them, women create the conditions that allow magnesium to support smoother texture, healthier tone, and a genuinely well-rested appearance each morning. When you support your body with the right form of magnesium taken at the right time and with true consistency, your skin finally receives what it has been missing for years: deeper sleep, calmer inflammation, and a stronger foundation for collagen repair. Small evening habits, steady routines, and gentle awareness can restore the renewal cycle that age and stress have slowly weakened. My advice is simple: honor your nights, protect your rhythm, and give your skin the nourishment it has been asking for. If my work brings value to you, and you'd like to help me continue creating guidance for women over 50, any small donation is deeply appreciated. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps this community grow. Thank you for being here with me today.